So lately I found myself losing interest in multiplayer games, especially PvP games like Fortnite, COD, Halo, and so on. I realized that, at least for me, those games just aren't fun anymore, especially if you're not good at them. Now, before anyone jumps into you don't need to be good to have fun, let me explain my experience. Also, if you're new here and feel like you enjoy, feel free to subscribe. This is a different type of video on the channel. I mainly make, gameplay videos and funny moments, but Anyways, I do still enjoy PvP games, but only when I'm playing with a full group of friends, like 3 to 4 people. In these situations, other factors keep the game engaging. Conversations, jokes, and the general vibe make it fun, even if we die early on. But when I'm playing solo, or even with just one other person, it can get really dull, especially if I keep dropping into Fortnite, only to die early game over and over again. Playing solo is a bit more tolerable in games with respawn options like COD or XDefiant, but even then it gets repetitive after a while. Why is that? I think it has to do a lot with the skill-based matchmaking and the overly competitive style these games push nowadays. One big issue with skill-based matchmaking that doesn't get enough attention in my opinion is how it affects average players. Not pros, not beginners, just average players. At first the system will put you up against easy opponents so you do really well and feel good about your gameplay, but then it cranks up the difficulty matching you with players way above your level, making you go from say a 30-8 game to a 8-40 game. You keep bouncing between these extremes, never feeling any improvement, which makes the game demotivating. Thankfully, XDefiant doesn't have skill-based matchmaking in its casual modes, and the developers seem to understand how unfun it can be. The problem with XDefiant though is that it's now mostly populated by skilled players. This can make it tough for new players to enjoy their first few games, and when they get stomped, many just uninstall or go back to something else. It's not really XDefiant's fault, it's more about the community dynamic though. This video is mainly for players like me who are average or below average. Obviously, if you're good at these games, you're probably having a lot more fun because you have something to work towards, knowing you can improve. And it's not that players like me can't improve, it's just that there are often outside factors that make it harder, whether it's personal stuff or whatever else is going on. For example, right now I'm going through a bit of a heartbreak, and sometimes I just want to turn on a game to chill and escape all the thoughts bothering me, but when even the game I'm using as an escape feels like a chore, I just end up wanting to put it down altogether, which makes it impossible to improve. Another factor is some people just don't pick up skills as quickly as others. Some of us need to put in double or triple the time to get good at a game. And that brings me to my next point, time. I'm sure many of you watching are getting older and real life starts to become very real very quickly. Suddenly you don't have as much time to spend getting good at games anymore while others keep grinding and improving. It can be discouraging, Now the main question I want to address is gaming even fun anymore? Honestly, the answer is subjective. You might think based on everything I've said that my answer would be no, gaming isn't fun anymore, but I actually do think gaming is still fun. It just depends on the type of games you play and the kind of person you are. For me, quote unquote competitive multiplayer games aren't really doing it anymore. Instead, I've been enjoying single player games or just non-competitive games with friends like Fall Guys or Roblox. And yeah, some might say only kids play that, but hey, fun is fun, right? So I guess what I'm trying to say is be open-minded, try new games, explore different styles. If you're not having fun with the games you are currently playing, don't force yourself to stick with them. Find what genuinely brings you joy and don't worry about what anyone else thinks. Anyways, yeah, that was it. I just kind of wanted to talk about that. I have been struggling a bit to make videos recently, if you can't tell by my upload schedule, and that's just because I haven't been having the same fun with, multiplayer games, and I was just like, this is kind of something I wanted to talk about. Also, I was reading off a script that whole time. If you couldn't tell, I did kind of sound kind of robotic. But videos like this, I like to actually write a script out for them. But anyways, if you enjoyed, if you relate to me, leave a like, comment your experiences. If you dislike. Let me know what you would disagree with. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you all on the next one. Peace.